F1.
Yes, it's the second Friday of the new year, but this is our first episode for this new year 2021. This is Who the Heck Are We?
Hello.
Claro Manzano, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year! Sabi ni Manny Pacquiao.
Claudia Perain, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Second Friday na. First Friday pa lang, Jay.
First Friday tayo nagre-record, but the episode is gonna be released January 8th morning.
That's correct. That's right.
Loris Fernandez, it's on Amadeo Cavite right now, attending some family reunion. So we miss you again. Happy holidays, Lawrence Fernandez. And my name is Jay De La Cruz. And right now, we are going to do something fun para sa ating unang episode ng Who the Heck Are We for this year 2021. Claro Manzano, it's time to open our mailbag.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wala tayo sound effects.
Well, made up lang yan. I ended up doing the McDo sound by instinct. Anyway, okay,
Yes, go ahead.
Mailbag. Thank you very much, guys. So, most memorable or moments that impacted them the most in 2020, which was a tough year. Earl Averilla, straight up, he said it's LFC winning the title, of course, because that's their first title in the Premier League. The last time Liverpool won a top flight title, League One, championship pa rin ang tawag ng league nila nun. And then Anonymous, because of what he said, Rudy Gobert shutting down the NBA in March 2020. Sabi daw, defensive player of the year. Okay. Ryan Pajaro.
Forever na sa kanya tatatak yun eh.
Oh yeah.
That's
patient,
right.
Patient zero diba?
Yeah.
Spin-off from Gilbert Arenas. Ryan Pajaro and Kevin the Big Baller Estrada both referenced Kobe's death because it impacted them the most. Ryan said millions of Filipinos were mourning of the Mamba's passing. And for Kevin Estrada, main motivation ng Lakers to win the title, of course, was for Kobe.
Yeah.
In the bubble.
Of course.
And then we got Chino Alcantara, and he said the 2 F1 races in Bahrain and the 3 races in Italy, those all proved to be nerve-wracking races. And then last but not the least, Aaron Bayato, our good friend of the pod. So tatlo yung answers niya. So for NBA, it's Lakers winning it for Kobe, similarly. And then resumption of local sports, PBA, PFL, Chooks 3x3. And then last but not the least, Lewis Hamilton champ for the 7th time. So tying Michael Schumacher. So arguably 2 GOATs now in F1.
Nice.
So that wraps up our mailbag. Thank you guys. Happy New Year to you.
That is something we need or we look forward to seeing sa 2021
Correct.
Things like Lewis Hamilton sa new season ng F1, will he be gunning for an 8th title? What do you think, Claro?
Once he gets his 8th title, I'm 99% sure he will get it this 2021. After title number 8, retire. And F1's gonna be exciting.
He's young.
He's quite young for a veteran. But
young is
something years old. But the thing is, when I look at Lewis, I'm still used to seeing the guy who's in his late 20s. Pero ang tanda na niya eh. The guy's
no?
33 ba? Basta Lewis is older than Valtteri Bottas, I can say.
Naman.
Yeah. No, I thought Bottas was older than Lewis on surface.
Hindi, pero considering your perspective, you've mentioned this in the past episode na pag nawala si Lewis Hamilton or if he decides to stop racing for the meantime or indeed retire, di ba? The level field will be very equal na eh.
Yes, I see a 3-way field for the title if Lewis leaves. George Russell will be in Mercedes, Max Verstappen, and Charles Leclerc, Ferrari. 3-way. Haven't seen that for the longest time.
Leclerc. Yeah. Wala, you're not putting Daniel Ricciardo in your list. I know, I'm just being biased because
that's tough. No, you're reminding me now. Their team's promising because McLaren will be using Mercedes engines again.
Oh, there you go.
So that is a killer combo back in the day of Mika Hakkinen and company. Kimi Raikkonen there in a
Iceman.
Yeah.
Diba si Iceman Kimi Raikkonen?
Yes, that's him.
Kimi.
Right.
Classic. Anyways.
Good point. All right.
So anyways, that has been our mailbag. Now, if you wish to be included in the mailbag as well, hindi naman yung kayo sasama, pero yung mga message nyo, mapapasama dito sa aming future episodes, you can just message us on our official Facebook page, Who the Heck Are We? Or on our Instagram page at the Heck Are We _PH. Now guys, since wala pang sports dito except for the NBA, pero too early to talk about it, no? We're just like the second week pa lang ng NBA. So iba muna ang gawin natin. So we've been planning this since last year pa. Ngayon gawin natin sa ating first episode ng ating New Year. Ito na ang ating tinatawag na mahaba yung route ng drum roll. Kailangan na putulin.
Ang haba ng drum roll.
It's now time to do the trivial shootout.
Right.
Trivial shootout ang ating gagawin. Meron tayong munting paliga dito sa ating Who the Heck Are We podcast. So this is trivial shootout. Simple lang naman to. 2 players among the circle will go head-to-head similar to a penalty shootout. However, instead of goal attempts, two of the guys here will attempt to answer questions being given by the other person of uncertain difficulties. So it doesn't matter kung madali, sobrang hirap, napakahirap, o wala talaga makakasagot except the one who gave that question. Now, since one-on-one lang to, 2 players will go head-to-head, the other guys will serve as the jury that will try to influence the one who is answering the question towards the correct answer or away from the correct answer, or he or she should just be honest na sabihin na di ko talaga alam, di ba? Nanghula lang ako. So, the 2 guys that will be competing right now sa ating trivial shootout will be Claro and Claudia. Yes. So they have 3 trivia questions each with 3 choices. So they will identify kung ano yung tamang sagot doon. So,
okay.
Claro, Claudia?
Yes, sir.
Okay na yung mga 3 questions?
Okay na 3 questions ko.
Yes.
Yes, I hope our listeners will get along. Medyo malabo instructions ko, pero as we go along with this game, they'll get the gist of what we're doing right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Let's go.
So, we'll start this trivial shootout with a toss coin. Okay? So, ako yung jury ngayon dahil ang maglalaban si Clara at si Claudia. Ako ang jury ngayon. So, Claudia, ladies first. Anong pipiliin mo? Heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails. There's the coin. Tails.
Yes.
Tails. So, what do you pick? Ikaw ang una magtatanong o ikaw ang unang sasagot?
I'll answer first.
Yo, answer first. So, Claro, you know what that means?
Okay, my questions now,
throw
no?
away the first question. By the way, ano to may win, lose, and draw ito.
Yes, post natin yung scorecard.
Yes, we're gonna put a stand. Maglalagay tayo ng team standings dito.
Okay, game. Okay. So,
First question,
there's
Claro.
multiple choice naman siya. So, I think madali lang eh.
Yes.
So, first question. The last year, Ferrari won a driver's championship. So, 3 choices. 2007, 2010, 2018.
2010.
Okay,
Sigurado
Claudia.
2010. Sandali.
Okay.
May jury.
Sorry. Okay, yeah, there's a jury. So what does a jury have to do again? Yeah.
The jury will just give his opinion about the question. So it doesn't necessarily mean na tama siya or mali siya.
So I need to give something.
Pero for example, kung clueless si Claudia sasagot, di ba? Kung clueless si Claudia, so she can just rely do sa sasabihin ng jury.
Okay, jury.
Besides the jury will give some rationale about the question being asked.
Okay. So if
Doesn't
it
matter
helps,
kung sobrang tama naman yun o sobrang mali.
If it helps,
pero considering it's Ferrari,
yes,
championship, drivers championship or constructors?
Drivers
championship.
I'll give you the name of the driver. You
Sige.
guys, if it helps, the one I wanted to mention. Kimi Raikkonen, last one to win the drivers championship with
Kimi Raikkonen,
Ferrari.
and your answer, okay, so 2008?
Ferrari, it's a Ferrari eh.
Tatlong choices, 2007, 2010, 2018.
2010.
I think it's 2010 too.
Because 2007, he was in Mercedes. In 2007, he was still with either. He was in the white. He was in.
He was with McLaren. Yes, you have a point there.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys are locked in 2010.
Wait, the
yun
jury.
ang sagot ko 2010 kasi 2007 ano ba ginagawa ko sa buhay ng 2007? I was still in college but hindi ako nakakasunod ng F1. But I'm pretty aware si Kimi Raikkonen is wala pa sa Ferrari.
So wait, I was in Australia 2010. Actually, I watched the Melbourne. Oh my gosh.
But wait, Fernando Alonso did win a driver's championship, right?
Dalawa.
Oh, he did win a championship sa Ferrari, di ba?
He did win, yeah. He did.
No, he did not. No, he did not. That's a long. That could be a separate podcast. What went wrong?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, legit. They let him down.
That's I think 2010. Medyo recent yung 2018 eh.
Okay.
Claudia, ikaw
Jace,
yeah,
2010. Okay. Wait, we give the answers after, right? I'll give it right now.
Give the answer right now.
Okay. The last year Ferrari won Drivers' Championship is 2007 with Kimi Raikkonen. That was his first year with Ferrari and he won.
And then he moved. No.
2007 and then after 2009 he moved. Fernando Alonso came in 2010 and lost in the last race.
Okay. Sige, yun nga. Okay.
Not bad.
Dapat nagkaroon na ng clue.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
the reasoning was pretty good though. Not bad.
Okay, that's what happens when you listen to the jury. And I'm the sole jury right now.
I didn't listen to you. I actually gave my own answer. So, yeah. All right.
Okay, that's 1-0. So no correct answer for Claudia. That's 1-0 for Claro. So Claudia.
Okay, me. All right.
Return.
Okay. Which Australian tennis player is the only player to complete the Grand Slam, winning all? No googling, huh? Okay.
Yes,
I'm typing under chat. Don't worry.
Winning all 4 major titles in the same season, right? This is
Grand Slam
on 2 occasions, huh? Again, which Australian tennis player is the only player to complete the Grand Slam? You know the Grand Slam, right?
Yes.
Familiar. Okay. Is it A, Pat Cash, B, Rod Laver, C, Pat Rafton?
I was gonna go and say something like Nadal or Williams.
What year is this?
Again, Pat Cash, Rod Laver, or Pat Rafton? Pat Cash.
Wala ka na dyan, Claro. Di ko sila kilala. I think
I'm going for Cash because it's a cool name.
But what year was this?
Watch me nail this.
But hindi ko kilala tong mga to.
Ayan.
Are they from the 80s?
The 60s and 60s, 80s.
Damn.
Onwards.
Pero bias, Australian eh.
Yeah. So Pat Cash is your answer?
Yes, for me.
Okay.
Name sounds cool. Cash money.
Right.
If I get the answer, I'm going cash money.
I know, right? About you? Well, no, the answer only goes to Clara, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Jay,
I have no idea, but I have no idea because I don't know these guys. But since nauna na si Claro, yeah, Pat Cash does sound like
Cash?
cool.
Or toss-coin mo yung remaining 2 choices.
Oh, it's wrong.
Man.
What's wrong? What's the answer?
Rod Laver. That's why the Australian Open arena is called the Rod Laver Arena. He won in 1962 and 1969.
The Grand Slam, twice.
Grand Slam, all 4 in one season.
He swept the Grand Slam.
He's which Australian tennis player is the only player to complete?
Sige, comment about the name, Claro.
Rod Laver.
Laver.
It's called the Rod Laver Arena.
Well, I think it's wrong yung basis ko pangalan eh. I think that's what we could say.
Say, okay, what do you think about the name Rod Laver?
Laver.
Well, it sounds like Rod Laver.
I don't know.
Very blue color eh. Blue.
Since Claudia said there's a place named after Laver, so I will say, bagay yung pangalan Laver pang stadium.
It's so high, Pat Cash Arena, right? It's like, okay.
Yeah, it's a bit, hindi bagay eh, diba? Hindi bagay yung cash. Cash Arena.
1.
Okay, so Claudia got this point right here.
Tied at 1.
Claro, you get ready for the second question. What is the second question?
Okay. First Pinoy football team to represent the country in the AFC Champions League preliminaries. So kasama dun yung qualifiers.
Okay.
Choices.
Ceres Negros. We have Kaya Iloilo. And we have Global FC. 3 choices.
Wow.
Ceres, Kaya, Global, right?
Tama. That's it in a nutshell.
Okay. Pero alam mo yan, Claudia.
Dapat nga my gosh.
Dapat.
I should.
Oh. Pero among
Kaya
those
FC.
three, di ba si Ceres ang pinakamatandang team out of those 3?
Kaya.
Ooh, no, Kaya's the oldest.
Or Kaya's the oldest?
Yes. But in terms of like winning record, when you look at the
Ceres.
history of Ceres, puno yung
Ceres.
cabinet nila.
Yeah, puno ang cabinet na Ceres. Pero Kaya FC is my answer.
Kaya's the oldest,
Kaya
right?
for Claudia.
I think it's Kaya because by the virtue of being the oldest.
Mhm. Or ayaw mo i-toss coin yung remaining 2?
No, I'm just
Kaya
a jury. It's just my opinion. Claudia, who are you going for?
Kaya.
Kaya?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Answer is Global.
What?
Yeah. 2016 or 2017? AFC Champions League preliminaries.
Oh,
They took
very
part.
recent lang pala.
Yes. Kalaban nila Tampines Rovers. So, Patrick Dato came up with a stop and helped them seal the win. Well, Dato's stop was in the game, but it was iconic. No, it wasn't a game. It wasn't in the end of the game. And since Global won, they went to Australia. I think they played against the Brisbane Roar,
Brisbane.
if I'm
Okay.
correct.
Akala ko naman masyadong mga tipong 1980s, 1970s na
They
ano pa?
recently lang talaga.
Recent lang na
So,
naka-AFC
recent lang
Champions
talaga.
League. Yes.
Okay. That is
Okay, so
something
parang
relative new.
walang nakaka-guess ng mga ano natin ah.
I thought-
There's one question that I have that most probably you guys should answer, right? Okay.
Ay, hindi, sabi ko nga naman, I told you guys, questions with uncertain difficulties.
No, but there's one that you guys should answer. If not, oh my
And, anyways, Claudia,
Okay.
Game.
some
next
suspense in that
question.
second question of yours. You're down.
Which country won the first ever soccer World Cup in 1930? Again, which country
Okay.
won the first ever soccer World Cup, football World Cup in 1930?
What are the choices?
Is it A, England,
Mm-hmm.
B, Germany,
Mm-hmm.
C, Uruguay?
Okay.
Iniisip ko pa naman
Sige,
naman South American team eh. Pero I doubt it's Uruguay.
Okay, I can say, alam ko host yung Uruguay nun eh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Again, what are the
understand
choices?
process.
England, Germany, and
Uruguay.
Uruguay. Germans, footballs, 1930s. They're dealing with the ano sila nun ah? Pre-World War II time yun ah.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna be that excellent in football.
Well, yeah, but they do play. And then England,
Germans are good in everything.
yeah,
They're good in everything. Even in
All
football,
time.
they're great technically, physically, stamina, speed.
whatever, they're always good.
Kahit ano, even outside, they're good. I'm gonna go.
And Claro, ay, hindi, ito, Claro.
Going England. Sige, sir.
May
Yeah,
World Cup,
England.
may World Cup, ano na ba? May World Cup title na ba ang England?
Yun ang nagkaka-answer lang ni Claro, England.
Meron
Yeah.
na, di ba?
They did in history.
They did in history.
It's been a long ass time, alam ko. Yun.
I think I'll go with England. It's just me, ah.
Yeah,
Pero
but
kasi-
okay, so the answer is for both.
What's your
England,
answer, Claro?
England, huh?
Bahala si
England
Claro
ako.
dyan. Bahala si Claro.
It's actually
Sakay na.
Uruguay.
Damn it! Oh!
I knew it's a South American team.
Yeah,
Kalat natin.
South American.
Wait, I was confident wala yung Germany eh. Because
because
I
of
think
because of
winning
the,
in Brazil was their first title in South American soil.
that's right. Yeah.
Yung England, I was like, okay, alam ko na kalat yung England ngayon eh. Well, quote and quote. Well, they look promising now.
Now.
But they haven't won in a long time.
1960s pa ata, di ba?
60s.
1964?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ata against USA well, no, not really. They lost against USA, but yeah, it was then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hit my head. England won in the 60s. Parang pwede. But at the same time, yung 1930s World Cup na yan, the playing field was so small that they weren't.
Yes.
They only had about 16 teams and didn't bring in the best country in every corner.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, maybe England won it here because we know how they were recently. Tapos kulang pa playing field.
And then
Man,
I was giving,
I-
and I was giving like I was giving already a clue. It's two Europeans that were probably post-war,
Mm.
right?
Oh.
And
uh-huh.
then Germany was not yet a one whole country. There's East and West
Yes,
Germany.
oo.
West.
Dalawa pa sila.
Yeah,
Divided pa
that's
sila.
right. So I was like,
Oh.
if I put Germany, they'll probably know the answer. But that's all right. So there was East
And the thing,
and West Germany.
And
Pa.
again,
They're not unified
oh,
yet.
and I expect it was a South American team talaga, pero I thought it was like Brazil or
Yeah, yeah.
Argentina.
I
Pero
thought you got the answer na nga, ano eh. Claro, when you said they played in Uruguay, it's like, oh man, yeah. Oh gosh, I could, like,
Should have trusted my instinct by
Yeah.
going Uruguay right away.
yeah.
Yun nga eh.
Oh well.
Aray ko. Okay,
We carry over the logic now. UEFA teams normally win, right?
that's true. Yeah, true.
But
Oh,
of course, iba siya 90 years ago, of course, 'di ba?
yun nga, it's 1930s, di ba?
Yeah.
It's 1930s, so I could just imagine kung ano pa itsura ng football noon,
Mhm.
di ba?
Ah,
But
na-
Uruguay, really?
Yeah.
And they're still competitive to this day. 5 million lang population nila.
Yeah,
The
there's
entire country.
Yeah,
Yun pa nga eh, di ba? Hindi naman ganun ka-populated ang mga bansa sa
Mhm.
mundo noon eh.
that's right. That's right. 1930.
Anyways,
Okay.
anyways, before we proceed to the last question, Claro, bago tayo mapunta sa ating third question sa mga clinchers. By the way, we are tied at 2-2 ah.
Yikes!
So, nobody's getting the correct answer
Ito,
right now from
my
the
third
question.
answer, my third question, kung kayo hindi nyo na-get, ewan ko na lang, ha?
So, before, ewan ko si Claro lang yun. I'm just here to influence. Nakikinig lang ako. So before we proceed to the last question, Claro, you have something for us?
Yeah, we'd like to thank our sponsor, homemadeph.com. Check out their site for home-cooked meals and desserts, perfect for your Christmas hangover if you still want Noche Buena vibes. Then use our code, who the heck. You get a discount once you use that upon checkout.
Awesome!
Ano yung
Again,
naging handa nyo, Claro? Just
I
quickly.
I actually forgot.
actually,
Sarap
Yeah.
ng cheesecake ng homemade.
Mm-mm.
Check it out. The
Alright.
cheesecakes are good.
That is
Oh.
one thing I'm craving for desserts now.
Ayun.
Really?
Cheesecake.
Wow. I
Cheesecake.
should
Bang.
check it out. They sell steak and all that too, right?
I can recall the samgyup. Yeah, samgyup meat and some
If we
great
go again, we should.
Oh,
sausages too. German sausages.
ayos yun.
Panalo.
But the cheesecake will do me so good right now. Ayos yan. Once again, guys, homemade.
All right. Cool. Homemade.
Okay.
Homemade.ph. Tama?
Homemade.ph.com.
.com. Check it out.
Yum, yum. Delicioso.
Anyways, Claro, it's time to seal the deal. Ready your third question? Claudia is ready. I'll see what I can do. Try to convince me kung tignan natin kung may influence ko si Claudia away from the correct answer. But so far, I'm not giving any correct answers.
Okay.
You're
So wala naniniwala sa akin.
This one talaga.
Yes.
Sumasakay si Sir J.
Masa kayo sa mga sagot natin eh.
Huwag muna kayo sumagot. Sige, ako unang sasagot
Okay,
muna.
Okay,
Ako muna unang sasagot. Since hindi naman ako yung kasali, kayo naglala.
Bawal sumabay, sir.
Makikialam lang ako. Sige, go ahead, Claro.
Okay, so ito kailangan nyo itansya. Medyo mahirap yung facts, but I did see a tweet somewhere.
All right.
James Harden of the Houston Rockets gained approximately how many pounds?
Oh my gosh, that's wait, sorry. I think metric system, I think in kilos, ha?
Convert mo. I'll allow you to convert.
And then,
But I'm giving choices.
Wait, approximately yan. Approximately and
Yes.
based on a tweet, ha? So wala pang legit na ano yan.
It's based on this tweet, yes. So if let's say iba talaga yung answer, then just let me know and then we'll post the erratum.
Okay, sige. Based on tweet.
Okay.
Ako muna sasagot, Claudia.
You want me to give I'm giving the choices, no?
Yes,
Yeah,
choices.
yeah,
Alright, of course.
Sa pounds to, 6 pounds,
Let's
11
see.
pounds,
Okay, ano?
and 16.
I
Again,
go for
again.
16. I go for 16.
No, again,
Okay.
again. I have to convert. I have to convert.
Yeah. 6 pounds yung unang choice.
That's so low. Okay.
Yes, it's a low.
Second choice is 11. Third choice is 16.
Can I
Kasi
Google
I'll
the
go.
I won't Google the answer. I will
converter
just
lang.
Google the
I think 16 pounds will go around 8 kilos or 7 or 8 kilos.
11 is for
11 pounds is for like
7,
around
7
5
kilo,
kilos.
16 kilo, 16 pounds, you said?
16 pounds are 7 or 8 kilos.
With 7. I'll go for the 16. He
Kasi,
looks
16
he-
pounds kasi it's like 12 pounds of it doon sa kanya midsection eh. The
Yeah, he
12
looked like
pounds
Santa
manifests
Claus.
on the midsection.
He looked like Santa Claus.
Ganito kasi. The guy's always been fat.
Oh,
I love
right?
it.
no, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's
Okay.
not.
And another thing. What if the muscle turned into fat? Diba?
But yeah, but still, are we looking at the fat context of his pounds or the heaviness? But ako 16. I'll
No,
go
we're
16.
looking at his body mass. Na,
16.
Yung
16.
16. Oh, 16 nga rin yun.
Yeah,
It's
I'll go
like 12 or 13 pounds nandun sa midsection niya. Doon nag-manifest.
so 16 sa inyong dalawa, no?
Yeah.
The
Ano,
answer
sagot ni Claudia,
is
16. 16. Oh, what?
11.
Ay! Really?
Actually, 10 to 12 yung estimate ng Rockets Insider. So I just pegged it at 11 average. Yes.
No way. That's
Yes, way.
impossible. I go for
Yeah.
16. Mali pa yung hindi marunong magbilang yung Rockets Insider.
Ganito. If we were not in a pandemic, he would have more trips to the strip club to
Yeah.
drink and do his kalokohan.
Yeah.
16 yan sigurado.
I'm sure. All right.
Either,
Okay, this one, if you guys don't get it, okay.
So
We haven't gotten anything.
So here's the deal, If Claro gets this question correctly, he wins. If Claro doesn't get the correct answer, it's a draw. Okay? Ganun lang ang storya nun.
Yeah, same plain and
Okay.
simple. Okay.
Sige, what's your final question, Claudia?
Which boxer inflicted or gave Muhammad Ali his first defeat in pro boxing? Okay, again. Which boxer inflicted or gave Muhammad Ali his first defeat in pro boxing? Okay.
Choices.
A. Joe Frazier.
Mm-hmm.
B. George Foreman.
Mm-hmm.
Or C. George Logan.
George Logan.
George
Wala ba si Bobby Pacquiao sa choices?
Okay. Which boxer inflicted Muhammad Ali's first defeat in pro boxing?
Mm-hmm.
A. Joe Frazier. B. George Foreman. C. George Logan.
I'll go with Foreman, Claro.
Frazier.
Personal, hindi, ito
Sige, sir.
If you see George Foreman fight, parang George Foreman is not that, parang superstar type of a fighter, if you'll see him. Na considering, kaya siguro siya nasama dun sa one of the greats because he's the one who inflicted a defeat to the one of the greatest, which is Muhammad Ali. That's just me. Joe Frazier kasi three-line Manila. Siya yung kalabas three-line Manila. But I don't think he's the first ever to defeat.
Yeah, has to be the first.
Oh, the first ever.
First, ha?
Oh.
Again.
Baka katama pa yung George Logan kasi di natin kilala kung sino siya.
He could actually have been the first one. You don't know.
Oo. Saka
Yeah.
yung pang mga tipong ano pa yon, mga early days pa ni Muhammad.
professional
Cassius Clay pa siya nun.
Yeah.
Diba?
Mm-hmm.
Game.
Sige, Claro.
You know, if Rocky Balboa was real, I would have gone with that for my answer.
Rocky Bob. Rocky Marciano.
You mean Rocky Marciano naman?
No,
Rocky Marciano
I'm
is
saying
real.
Rocky Balboa. Like, put that guy in real life, and Sylvester Stallone, Rocky Balboa was the GOAT.
Yeah.
But I know Rocky Marciano, I think, was undefeated. If I'm correct, we can just sidetrack ng
I
konti.
think he's undefeated. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, he died in a plane crash.
That's right.
Yeah. Man. Kasi yung
So,
Thrilla in Manila, I think Ali won that. But
Ali won that, yes.
yeah, he was
Ali
just
won.
trash talking and he just kept walking the talk though.
Isipin mo nga to. Pag si Joe Frazier nanalo doon sa Thrilla in Manila, it would have Ali Mall would have never existed. Frazier Mall.
Ali Mall would have been called
Ay, ayun.
Frazier Mall.
Fraser Mall.
Oo. O kaya Joe Frazier Center. Diba?
The Joe Fraser Center. Like
Mhm.
Rod Laver Arena.
Sir Jay might be bluffing. Who knows? What if he beat
No,
him before?
No, I don't know. Actually, di ko alam yung sagot, pero try to reason out lang. Parang
Yeah, I get you.
educated guess.
Uh-huh. Ayoko umangkas, so I'll just go with Frazier.
Right.
I just want to break status quo of, oy, let's go here, let's go there. But I'm not saying I don't trust Sir Jay.
Yeah,
You don't
Who the
have
heck are
to
we?
trust my answer.
Yeah.
The answer is ding 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 ding. Joe Fraser.
Frazier.
Yeah.
Wait, do you know the circumstances behind that one? Pang ilang laban na ni Muhammad Ali yon or things like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm wet. I sprayed water to celebrate.
Oh, pang ilang laban niya na yon.
I don't actually know the.
Pero first defeat ever.
Mhm.
Go Frazier. Okay.
Sir Jay.
Oh.
Yeah. Hats off to your parang educated guesses.
Oh.
But there was just something I was just
Wow.
entering my head, and there was no hype about Ali being undefeated in the Thrilla in Manila.
No, in fight
Yeah.
of the century. That's when he won. Joe Frazier, the fight of the
Yeah,
century.
but there was no hype about undefeated. So I just banked on that.
Approaching Thrilla in Manila, talagang defeated naman. Talagang hindi naman
Both guys.
yung record ni Muhammad Ali.
But
Yeah,
Thrilla in
yeah.
Manila was 1973.
75.
75.
75. I think 75.
Mhm.
So before that,
73, yes, 73.
73, right?
Oh,
So,
73.
no, sorry, it was in 75. 75.
Oh,
We were correct, yeah.
Okay.
So before that, nanalo na si Joe Frazier in the
Okay.
fight of the century.
And that was the first defeat.
That was the first in 1971.
Damn.
Just trying to add some parang part of the logic that helped me stick with that guess. If Ali kept winning his matchups with Frazier, because I know it was a series where they kept
Yes, it was a trilogy.
going
Series,
at
yeah,
it.
it was a
And
series.
Thrilla in Manila, I think, was number 3.
Yes.
Yes.
And if it was Ali 2-0, they'll be like, oh, why the heck are we going to put up another one?
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's just what I thought of.
Yeah.
Pero
So
that-
there's
it was
hype
three
maybe in a
series.
split.
It's a 3 series.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the wild card behind that is the first ever.
First ever. Yeah. It was the
The
first,
first ever guy to
Yeah.
defeat
Crazy. no?
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah. 15 rounds.
Oh,
Mhm.
baka nga, yun nga baka tama pa yung George Logan sabihin natin na
Yeah. I threw him there.
like second or third professional bout ni Muhammad Ali, and for whatever reason.
Saan ka? Woo!
Yeah.
Anyways,
Chamba
Claro.
rin naman.
Claro got the victory in this round. So the matchup between Claro Manzano and Claudia Perain in our trivial shootout, it was 3-2.
3-2.
Oh,
that's right. Yeah.
Claro
3-2.
Manzano.
Yeah.
So he got this one. So sa standings, ikaw ang first ever winner ng ating trivial shootout.
Woo! Chow!
So you can just
Yeah.
imagine kung nandito rin si Lawrence. So mas magulo to.
Oh my gosh.
So
Walking
kasi
analytics.
no, mas magiging mahirap ang guessing now because Lawrence is the guy, is a walking Wikipedia
Sports.
pagdating sa
Wikipedia.
sports, 'di ba?
That's right.
Siya yung Lewis Hamilton natin dito
Oh.
sa race.
Tapos ako lang naman yung tipong ng gugulo, 'di ba? Ngayon wala nga akong tinama ngayon eh.
That's right.
So isipin mo, next matchup nito malamang kami ni Lawrence, no. Kapatay, hihirapan ko.
But that was fun. That was,
That
Oh,
was fun.
that was
Yes.
fun. That was fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that has been our first ever matchup dito sa Trivial Shootout. Again, Claro winning it 3-2 against Claudia.
And
So,
I like our
Claudia-
questions. Si Clara was very current questions. Ako, like really
Historic
long
eh.
time. Yeah, historical yun sa akin.
Oh. You went back to as far as 1960s. Oh, tapos yung boxing
1930s.
seven.
1930s.
Oh,
Yeah.
boxing. 1930s pa. Very historical, ah.
I wanted to put the PBA pa nga, like who was the first Grand Slam of the PBA. Sige nga, sino
First
unang
Grand
Grand
Slam,
Slam ng
it's
PBA?
San Miguel.
San Miguel, Norman Black.
Ha?
'Di ba?
No, it's not Norman
Talaga?
Black. No,
Not even?
no.
I
Ay,
should have put that. Crispa.
Crispa, sorry. Crispa is the two-time Grand
Yeah.
Slam
These are
winner.
like OGs.
You guys didn't know that. Yeah. Oh,
Crispa pala,
Crispa
sorry. Crispa.
twice, and then
Crispa.
after that it was
Toyota?
Crispa at San Miguel. Crispa.
Toyota.
Dalawang best
Crispa, dalawang
Crispa.
best Crispa. San
San Miguel
Miguel,
in 89 na yata yun.
Alaska, San
Hmm.
Mig.
Oh,
And two of
Mhm.
them are two of
Tim
them
Cone.
is Tim Cone.
Uh,
I think Crispa also
Baby Dalupan.
Baby Dalupan.
Uh,
Yan.
so, yun, yung San Miguel, I think it's 89, no?
1989, yeah. Back.
Ayun.
That's
So
the
those are the
one.
kind of those are the kind of questions that we are going to deal with sa ating
Yeah.
trivial shootout. So on our next trivial shootout, we're gonna announce it sa ating Facebook page kung kailan mangyayari yon. Pero sigurado ang matchup nun, kami ni Lawrence na maglalaban, jury si Claro at saka si Claudia. So pahirapan ng tanong to, knowing Lawrence, siya yung kalaban ko.
Yes.
I assume he's gonna be very unbeatable dito sa ating mini tournament, sa ating liga na trivia shootout. So I'm gonna prepare questions for him.
Cool. Make it hard. Make it
Make it
Anyways,
hard for Lawrence. He's good.
Anyways, just before we close this one, something to look forward lang to sa sports, Claudia. This new year, 2021.
Me? What am I looking forward to?
Mm.
Well, the NBA today, Ben Simmons and Dwight Howard made
3-pointers.
3-pointer. Unbelievable. Dwight Howard, right? That's crazy. For me, it's the NBA is back. For local, the PBA, I'm looking forward for I think starting Monday, which is the Jan 4.
Legal na mga trades.
Legal, yeah, the trade deals will
Trade
start
season.
happening, trade season, and then the rookie draft in March, and then hopefully the PBA we could maybe have them already in Araneta, and
Yes.
back to normal. It's a lot of things have been happening the past how many months, so I just wish for sports to be for the world to be back to normal na talaga. Nakakapagod na. It's really actually even though it's 2021, it's still tiring. It's not it's like it doesn't change in overnight.
The grind still carries on, yes.
The grind still
New year pa rin.
It's not overnight just because it's like 2021. It's you have to face reality. And let's pray that everything finally goes back to normal. But it's 2021. Let's look forward to something positive naman.
That's true. Claro, what do you look forward to?
Well, other than those, for me, it's seeing a Filipino team in the group stage of the AFC Champions League. It's the first time ever that someone's playing in the group stage, because based on what we're seeing, the AFC Champions League will carry on with the expanded format. So United City FC, who took up the existing franchise of Ceres, since they won the PFL in November, they will be representing the Philippines there in the grandest stage of Asian football. And what makes it so exciting with these football competitions is that they're all inclusive, because the winner of Asia will take part in the Club World Cup. And when you're in the Club World Cup, you're playing against the likes of the big guns. So we had Liverpool before going up against Asian and African teams also. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And it's the debut of the Philippines. So let's see how we can test ourselves against
the Suzuki Cup is coming.
yes, long awaited.
Yeah, pero the end of the year pa yan. So medyo matagal.
Well, let's not forget there's the World Cup qualifiers. It's still overdue.
World Cup, yeah, that's right.
About February, March, if I
March,
heard correctly. Yes. So I just can't wait to see Philippine teams get involved again.
Yeah, and then speaking of the World Cup, we have the Gilas also playing in the bubble.
February.
Korea twice, so that's gonna be huge.
Pabawi na, tingnan natin makabawi tayo. Never ending bawi.
Gotta start training soon. So these players back on the ground, get them players back on the court. So yeah.
Anyways, I thought this is something to look forward to talaga. This year 2021 to have the fans back in the games, no? Kakaiba din eh. You know this very well, guys. Claudia, you have experience announcing na, di ba? For a game, Claro has done it so many times. Iba pa rin kapag nandun yung crowd na nasa paligid din while that game is
Mhm.
ongoing.
That's right.
You can feel the energy
Yeah.
na ibibigay ng mga tao dun sa mga players. Actually, even to the broadcasters or to the table officials, mga game announcers, the energy of the crowd, naging infectious yan to everyone who is involved in that game actually. So,
Correct.
having them back as soon as mawala tong pandemic na to, ngayon unti-unti na siya nagda-die down. The vaccine is already here. So, konting cooperation lang from us, from the fans, to adhere to health protocols, keep ourselves healthy, di ba? Sigurado, very soon, the fans will be back in the arenas watching the sports that we love.
That's right.
Guys, Happy New Year again!
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year
Or,
again, oh!
sa football context, Happy Neuer. Emmanuel Neuer.
Oo.
Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year.
2021 be something more positive and better for compared to
Mm.
2020. Bilis ng panahon. Yeah.
Oo. Again,
Quick.
to the listeners of Hudak RV, Happy New Year, and we look forward to hearing from you mula sa ating mailbag, and we also look forward to doing more episodes again this year. See you guys next week.
Boom!